I'm 73 years old. My name is Henry Williams, and I'm going to say something uncomfortable right away. Most of what we're taught about getting older is wrong. Not a little wrong, completely wrong. And the strange part is, the people who passed these ideas down, our parents, teachers, bosses, they weren't trying to mislead us. Most of them honestly believed it too. I did. For decades, I bought into the same story you might be living right now. Work hard. Stay busy. Be responsible. Delay joy until later. I thought that was adulthood. By the time I was 45, I had what people call a good life. A steady career in operations management, a 4-bedroom house in Ohio, a marriage that looked solid from the outside, neighbors who nodded with approval. I thought I'd won. Then, at 53, my body forced me to stop pretending. It happened on a Tuesday morning, nothing dramatic. I was on a conference call arguing about deadlines when my chest tightened. Not pain exactly, more like pressure, like someone sitting on me. Next thing I knew, I was on a gurney, fluorescent lights above me. My wife, Linda, holding my hand and trying not to cry. The cardiologist later said, "You were lucky." Lucky. I remember staring at the ceiling thinking, lucky for what? I almost died doing something I didn't even care about. That hospital stay changed me. Not immediately. Change rarely does. But it cracked something open. For the first time, I asked myself a question I'd avoided my entire life. If I had died that day, what would my life have meant? And the answer scared me. A job title that would be replaced in 3 months, a house that would be sold, a schedule so full I barely remembered my kids' childhoods. I realized I'd been living on autopilot, checking boxes someone else handed me. Here's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. I have time. I said it for years. I'll travel later. I'll slow down after this promotion. I'll focus on myself once the kids are grown. I watched my younger coworkers say the same thing. My daughter said it once too. She's 36 now. Said she'd call me back when work calmed down. Work never calms down. The goalposts move every time. You hit one milestone, and suddenly there's another one waiting. More money, more responsibility, more pressure. I spent nearly 53 years climbing a ladder, only to realize, too late, it was leaning against the wrong wall. And no one tells you this part when you're young. Success is addictive and empty. I made director level. People congratulated me. For 2 days, I felt incredible. Then it faded, so I chased the next thing. I had a friend named Marcus, smart guy, built a logistics company from scratch, worked 6, sometimes 7 days a week, always said he'd slow down after this year. At 62, Marcus had a stroke in his office. At his funeral, his daughter said something I can't forget. My dad gave us everything, except his time. That's when it hit me. Your regrets won't come from the things you tried and failed at. They come from what you never tried at all. I don't lie awake thinking about bad investments or missed promotions. I think about the road trip to Arizona I kept postponing, the guitar I bought and never learned to play, the Sunday dinners I skipped because I was too tired.
I think about my younger brother, Tom. We used to be close. Life got busy. We drifted. I always thought we'd fix it later. He died suddenly at 54. My regret isn't what we argued about. It's the calls I didn't make, the visits I postponed, the love I assumed I had time to express. After my health scare, I started making quiet changes. Nothing dramatic. I didn't quit my job overnight, but I started saying no to meetings that didn't matter, to expectations that drained me. And I started saying yes to dinner with friends, to trips I delayed, to being present. In the last 22 years, I've learned more about life than in the first 53 combined. And here's the truth. It's painfully simple. What matters is people. Meaningful work, not impressive work. Experiences, not possessions. Presence, not productivity. I know how that sounds. At 30, I would have rolled my eyes too. But I have bills. So do I. I'm not saying abandon responsibility. I'm saying don't trade your life for it. Ask yourself this, honestly. If your life ended tomorrow, would you be satisfied? Not impressed, satisfied. If the answer is no, what are you waiting for? I have 3 grandchildren now. When I look at them, I see the same anxiety I see in so many adults. Always rushing, always striving, always afraid of falling behind. They don't listen much when I give advice, not because they're disrespectful, because you can't see patterns when you're inside the storm. That's why I'm sharing this. Not to sound wise, not to scare you, but because time is quieter than people think, and faster. If I could talk to my 30-year-old self, I'd say this. Stop trying to impress people who won't remember you in 5 years. Stop sacrificing your health for a paycheck. Call your parents more often. Take the trip before you feel ready. Say I love you while you still can. Do the things that scare you in the right way. And stop waiting for permission to live. Because the perfect time doesn't exist. Life will always give you reasons to delay joy. And if you're not careful, one day you'll realize you delayed it forever. I'm 73 now. If I'm lucky, I have maybe 15 more years. Maybe less. And I'm okay with that, because these years, after I stopped waiting, have been the fullest of my life. Not richer in money, richer in meaning. That's the irony. When you understand time is limited, you finally start living. So the question isn't whether this message resonates. The question is, what are you going to do with your time, starting today?